Welcome to EFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. First off, on the local scene. Minister of Tourism and Area Representative of North Leeward, Honorable Carlos James, says there are a number of major road projects ongoing in North Leeward. Visiting the site of the completed Sibyl Hill Road, Minister James said this particular project was completed in a rather short period of time because of a new kind of technology implemented and due to the commitment of the contractor and workers on the project. According to a report by the Agency for Public Information API, Minister James noted that in addition to the Sibyl Hill Road, we are completing a second bypass road in the event there are any compromise of any parts of Sibyl Hill. If there are any climatic shocks, we are going to have a brand new bypass road where motorists can also use that to move freely. These are significant improvements to our motorway. It's important that we build resilience into our infrastructure. Among the road projects currently taking place in North Leeward are the Hermitage Road Project, the Cumberland Ring Road, Palmyra, Copeland Mountain Road, Pettibrodell, Sharps area in Chateaubelair, Rosebank Highway, and the Golden Grove Bridge, which connects Fitzhugh to Chateaubelair. The Ministry of Education and the National Reconciliation, in partnership with Hatchet Learning, launched the 2025-2026 Grade 6 Writing Competition on Thursday, November 13th at the Lomans Leeward Anglican School. The launch featured remarks from Education Officer Mistress Heather Richards McCalman, as well as Mr. Fitzroy Stapleton of the Language Literacy and Communication Department. Mr. Byron Wilson, Senior Sales and Marketing Consultant at Hatchet Learning, also addressed the gathering. Students and the teachers were engaged with special activities, including a presentation by local writer Mistress Raphaelia King Adams, a reading by the 2024-2025 competition winner Ronick Charles, a former student of the Lomans Leeward Anglican School, and a quick writing challenge led by Mistress Noreen Ferguson of the Language Literacy and Communication Department. This year's event theme, Explore, Express, Empower, encourages all young writers to explore new ideas, express themselves boldly, and feel empowered through the art of writing. The Ministry of Education and National Reconciliation thanks all principals, teachers, and students for their anticipated participation and looks forward to an exciting season of creativity and excellence. The preliminaries of the 2025-2026 Grade 6 Writing Competition commenced on November 18th. Students at the Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial Secondary School will have the chance to discover their future careers when the Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET Skills Set Career Expo is hosted at the school later this week. The event aims to increase students' awareness of the many career and higher education opportunities in technical vocational fields. The expo will feature local, regional, and international institutions hosting booths to share career information and offer demonstrations. Several participants are proud alumni of the school. The TVET Skills Set Career Expo takes place on Friday, November 21st from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial Secondary School at Lower Edinburgh. In further news on the local scene, the Ministry of Education and National Reconciliation has announced that all educational institutions in St. Vincent and Grenadines will close at 12 noon on Wednesday, November 26, 2025. All educational institutions will remain closed on Thursday, November 27th, Election Day, and on Friday, November 28th. Classes nationwide will resume on Monday, December 1st, 2025. On to regional news. There has been a re-emergence of syphilis in Trinidad and Tobago, with numbers already reaching close to the 200 mark for this year. This was confirmed by Health Minister Dr. Lake Rambodo, who revealed that syphilis cases have surged, raising concerns for mothers and newborns. The Health Minister said syphilis was once thought to be nearly eradicated, but there has been an upsurge in cases in recent years. Syphilis is a sexually transmitted infection, STI, that can cause serious health problems without treatment, with newborns also prone to contracting the disease. Speaking to reporters after the official handing over ceremony of telehealth kits from PAHO WHO, Director of Women's Health at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Adish Surju Singh, noted that almost all pregnant women are tested for syphilis in the public and the private sectors. In the past few years, we've seen a significant rise in the number of cases. For example, on average, we normally get around 30 to 40 cases per year. Last year, we saw over 100. This year, we are actually close to 200 cases in the community. According to TTT News, Dr. Surju Singh said the ministry is looking at the possible reasons for the re-emergence. Judicial and law enforcement authorities from across the Eastern Caribbean recently convened in St. Lucia to significantly enhance regional cooperation and strategies aimed at dismantling organized gangs and their involvement in international drug trafficking. The high-level seminar titled "The Gangs of the Eastern Caribbean and Their Involvement in International Drug Trafficking" was hosted by the French Embassy to Barbados and the OECS from November 13th to 14th. The event brought together over 120 distinguished participants, including attorneys general, judges, magistrates, senior police and gendarmerie officers, senior intelligence officials, and representatives from correctional institutions. They represented 11 Caribbean countries and territories, including Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Martin and Jamaica, as well as mainland France and even Croatia. Attendees engaged in in-depth discussions on their respective legal frameworks and practices, working toward a shared coordinated regional approach essential for effectively addressing increasingly organized transnational criminal groups. And finally in the news at this hour, European Affairs ministers give the go-ahead this week to new rules that will make it easier to suspend the right to visa-free travel for non-European Union EU countries under certain circumstances. The EU currently has a visa-free regime with 61 countries. Citizens from these countries can enter the Schengen area without a visa and stay for up to 90 days within a 180-day period. Following the European Parliament approval in October, the EU Council agreed new rules on Monday, November 17th, that will enable the EU to revoke the visa-free status to countries that do not align with the EU's visa policy. Under the revised framework, the EU may now suspend visa-free travel if a third country's human rights record deteriorates significantly, if bilateral relations break down, or if the country fails to maintain alignment with EU visa policy. Visa-free status would also be revoked for countries that run citizenship by investment schemes, often called golden passport programs, which allow foreign nationals to acquire citizenship through financial investment without establishing genuine ties to the issuing country. The new rules will become effective 20 days after their publication in the EU's official journal and will be directly applicable in EU member states. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. Our next newscast will be presented at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us then.